Hello, my loves. Stasha, the period coach here, and today I'm going to talk to you about purpose and flow. Specifically, let's find your purpose by tapping into your cycle. Purpose is something you really need for your business, whether it's figuring out who your target market is, your ideal client, if it's tapping into your avatar, if you need to niche down, or if you're changing niches. All of these things really stem from your purpose, and the more connected to your purpose you are, the easier it is going to be to market, to connect with your people, your tribe, to have the passion, the persistence, and the willpower to stick with your vision through the hard times. There is no getting around that sometimes you feel meh about business, but when you're connected to your purpose, there's nothing else that you can do in the world. I've definitely had times where I was in a panic and I thought, oh my God, I'm not going to make it this month. This is going to be the month that it all collapses in on my head. And I had to stop and think like, okay, well, what else can I do? And I thought, there's nothing else that I want to do. This is it. This is my purpose. This is why I'm here. It's that inspiration that gets you to double down and invest in yourself, really get into your business and go, no, this is it. I'm going to make this work. Having that purpose means a lot, and you can do it by tapping into your cycle. For example, in my cycle, during my luteal phase, when emotions are running rampant and running high, I noticed that I got very angry. I got really pissed about the fact that the cycle is a taboo, that we can't talk about it, that it's holding women back from being the most that they can be, to really achieving their full potential. And that was a big source of inspiration for me and building this business and where it really started. This is my purpose now, right? I noticed that emotion, I noticed that feeling, and this is what really tapped me into going, you know what, my purpose is ending the taboo. More than anything else, my purpose is to connect women to their cycle, shame-free, guilt-free, embarrassment-free, but really connect them beautifully to their cycle. Using your flow, using your period. How do you do this to connect to your purpose? First of all, get your chart out and get a journal out, because this is where you're going to need to know everything. On your chart, there is a space for tracking your emotions. Use that. See what comes up for you the most. See where and what part and what phase you're hitting these emotions over and over again. See what you can do to really tap into what those emotions are and why they're there. Get out your journal. When you are moving through your cycle, kick back for just a minute or two, maybe once a week when you're in a new phase or when you're in the middle of that phase, or it doesn't have to be a specific time, but just kick back at least 4 times a month. Just take a little bit of journal time. Ask yourself, what's going on here for me? What am I feeling? Where am I going? How am I doing this? Tap into those feelings, tap into those emotions. How do you take those emotions and turn them into your purpose and apply them to your business? That's a great question. You have to know why you're doing this. What would you be doing if you weren't doing this? What would you do if you had a cajillion dollars and could do anything you wanted to do? That's going to give you a real strong sense of if you're on your purpose or not. Because if you said, oh, well, I've got a crap ton of money, I'm not going to do anything, then you haven't found your purpose yet. Your purpose is not to just hang out on the planet taking up resources. Your purpose is living an amazing life. Flat out. That is one of your purposes. This is true of everybody, to live an amazing life, to give you a great life, to help others have an amazing life. But everyone has their own flavor, their own take on it, their own idea of what really makes a difference. I really think getting women connected to their period is going to change the world. I do. I think that's 100% true. I see it happen in this macroscopic level with my groups. The bigger I can get, the more I can prove it on a macroscopic level. We start where we are and we grow and we move. When I hit 1 million people, I'll feel a little bit more on that macroscopic scale. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Using your cycle, tapping into your flow is going to help you get there. During your menstrual phase, you have a really great capacity to see the bigger picture. So what are you doing during your menstrual phase? Are you looking at your bigger picture? Are you tapping into your deeper why? Because if you're not doing that, you can't know if your why is really your why. You have to tap into your cycle and see if this is really your why. And if it is, awesome. You can take that further. You can take that deeper. You can start to think about, your niche, your ideal clients, your target market, all that good stuff. If you tap into your cycle and you think about that bigger picture and is this why really going to carry me forward to that bigger picture? Is this why I'm going to be part of my bigger picture? And if you're saying no, This isn't your why. This isn't your purpose. It might have been at one time, but it might not be anymore. And this is something that I do regularly. This is my whole jam, but I still tap into my period and go, do I still believe this? Is this still my why? Is this still my purpose? Is this still what I want to do? And you know what? It's gotten clearer. It's gotten clearer. I've gotten more ideas of how to do this on a bigger scale, how to touch more people, reach more women, get them while they're young. I've come up with more ideas of how to make my purpose bigger, better, bolder. And you can do that when you tap into your cycle. And then you practice it during your follicular phase and your ovulation phase. You put that big why into action, and it either feels good or it doesn't. And you'll see that on your chart, because you'll either have symptoms or you'll have moods that aren't awesome moods. You'll have something that comes up on your chart and it'll show you. And then you can go back into that luteal phase and really look at what's working and what's not working, and you can tap back into your why in your menstrual phase. I hope this cleared up some questions for you. You can always ask questions. Please let me know. Click on the link below, get more information about what's going on right now and how you can tap in deeper. I love you, and I will see you inside.